YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. This is going to be a very short retro reviews. My retro reviews are primarily Toku related, maybe some Digimon thrown in there, but I did find a couple of old Dragon Ball figures I just wanted to talk about because I thought they were fun. This is a Goten figure from Dragon Ball GT that is, I believe, from a Japanese line. In fact, I'm 99.999% sure. I only wanted to cover it because I always really dug these figures for two reasons. Primarily the nostalgia of I saw these advertised a lot in the Beckett Dragon Ball collectors, and back when I was like watching Dragon Ball Z as it was airing, I was super excited for GT. I know it's like cool to hate on GT now. I'm actually not sure on the read from the fandom, but regardless, back in the day, before I knew what fandom groupthink was, GT was like, you know, the Generation 2. It felt like Johto, or it felt like Adventure 2. It felt like the sequel I was super excited for, and I would get little glimpses of it in these figures, and they would list like the top 10 collectibles of whatever in the hell, and often I would see this and GT Goku, and they had ones for Dragon Ball Z as well, and Gohan, and I always just had a lot of nostalgia for seeing these as kind of my glimpse into GT. Plus, I do kind of dig them. Something I talk about a lot in these retro reviews is, in terms of these retro items I'm reviewing, part of the fun is the retro look of them. Like, a lot of things I do collect because I want something to look very accurate, but when it comes to older toys, either I buy them or I appreciate them from ones I owned because I do like that retro feel. And this figure design I actually really quite like because I think it's a good mix. If you can tell, it's very dated. It has a very rubbery feel, like it's going to be one of those bendy figures, but you can tell it has a very dated retro look, and yet it also does look pretty accurate in terms of just showing the personality and the bright, vibrant colors of the style. He doesn't really have any articulation to speak of outside of being able to do this and move his head around a little bit 360. Now, part of the gimmick here is he does come with a swappable head for Super Saiyan, which also I think has a decent like amount of cockiness and personality, and it's got a very like dark bronze almost version of the Super Saiyan color when you have the aura around you. And now you can swap them. I'm not going to do it because it's really hard to get the head off on this, and I don't want to A, break it, or B, exert effort. So I'm not going to be doing that, but I do think that was a neat little bit. Obviously, it's really funny to me that his like legs are glued together because of how big his pants are, but I don't know. I'm just a big fan of these figures. Again, I have the nostalgia for them from the Beckett collectors. I also have the nostalgia for them just for being excited about GT, but I also was a big fan of Goten's character design in GT. I don't know why. I just always really liked his character design. So this is just a fun little figure. I just wanted to talk about this figure because I thought it was fun. I think these are a fun little bit of Dragon Ball history. Anyways, guys, until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can get retro reviews like this and more. Dawson Ryder, signing out.